Scientific discovery is popularly believed to result from the sheer genius of such intellectual stars as naturalist Charles Darwin and theoretical physicist Albert Einstein. Our view of such unique contribution to science often disregards the person's prior experience and the efforts of their lesser known predecessor. predecessor. Conventional wisdom also places a great weight or insight in promoting breakthrough scientific achievement as if ideas spontaneously pop into someone's head, fully formed and functional. There may be some limited truth to this view, however. We believe that largely misrepresents the real nature of scientific discovery as well as that of creativity and innovation in many other reasons of human endeavor. Setting aside such as Darwin and Austin, whose monumental contributions are duly celebrated, we suggest that innovation is more a process of trial and error, where two steps forward may sometimes come with one step back, as well as one or more steps or to the right or left. This evolutionary view of human innovation mis, mis undermine the notion of creative genius and recognize the cumulative nature of scientific progress. Consider one unheralded scientist, John Nicholson, and mathematical physicist working in the 1910s, who postulated the existence of proto-elements in outer space by combining different numbers of weights of these proto-elements atoms. Nicholson would recover the weights of all the elements in the then known periodic table. These successes are on the more the more the more noteworthy given the fact that Nicholson was wrong about the presence of proto-elements. They do not actually exist yet. Amid his often fanciful theories and wild speculations, Nicholson also proposed nov, um, a novel theory about the structure of atoms. Neo bore the Nobel Prize winning father of modern atomic theory jumped up from this interesting idea to conceive his now famous model of the atom. What are we to make of this story? One might simply conclude that science is collective and cumulative enterprise. That may be true, but there may be a deeper insight to be gleaned. We propose that science is constantly uh, evolution, constantly evolution, much as species of animals do in biological system, the organisms may display new characteristics that result from random random genetic mutation. In the same way, random, arbitrary, and accidental mutation of ideas may have paved the way for advances in science. In mutations prove beneficial, then the animal and the scientific theory will continue to uh, thrive and perhaps reproduce. Support for this evolutionary view of Behavioral innovation comes from many domains. Consider one example of an influential innovation in US horse racing, the so-called RC Dorsey stirrup placement, in which the rider's foot in his leg stirrup is placed maybe 25 centimeters lower than the ride, is believed to confer important speed advantages when turning on oval tracks. It was developed by a relatively unknown jockey named Jackie Westrop. Had Westrop conducted methodical investigations or examined extensive film records in a straight plane to outrun his rivals? Had he foreseen the speed advantage that would be conferred by riding Aki Dorsey? Now he suffered a leg injury which left him unable to fully bend his left knee. His modification just happened to coincide with the enhanced left hand turning performance that led to the rapid and widespread adoption of riding Aussie by many riders. A racing style may continue in today's thoroughbred racing. Plenty of other stories show that fresh events can arise from error, misadventure, and also poor serendipity, a happy, a happy accident. For example, in the early 1970s, two employees of the company 3M each had a problem. Spencer Seaver had a product, a glue that was only slightly sticky and no use for it, while his colleague Art Fry was trying to figure out how to affix temporary bookmarks in his hymn book without damaging its paper. The solution is the solution to both these problems was the invention of brilliantly simple yet phenomenally successful post-it note. Such examples give light to the claim that ingenious designing minds are responsible for human creativity and invention. Far more panel um, and mechanical forces may be at work, forces that are fundamentally connected to the law of the science. The notion of insight, creativity, genius are often involved, but they remain vague of and of doubtful scientific utility, especially when no one considers the diverse and the enduring contributions of individuals such as Plato, Leonardo da Vinci, Shakespeare, Beethoven, Galileo, Newton, Marie Curie, Baxter, and Edison. This notion merely label rather than explain the evolution of human innovations. We need another approach, and there is a promising candidate. The law of effect was advanced by psychologist Edward Thorndike in 1898, some 40 years after Charles Darwin published his groundbreaking work on biological biological evolution biological evolution on the origin of species. This symbol holds that organisms tend to repeat successful behavior and to refrain from performing unsuccessful ones, just like Darwin's law of nature. Natural selection. The law of effect involves an entirely mechanical process of variation and selection without any end inside. mục tiêu cuối, any end in sight. Of course, the origin of human innovation demands much further study, in particular the provenance of the raw material on which the law of effect operates is not as clearly known as that of the genetic mutation on which the law of natural selection operates. The uh, the 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 generation of novel idea novel idea and behavior may not be entirely random, but restricted by prior successes and failures of the current individual, such as Bohr, or of predecessor, such as Nicholson. The time seemed ripe for abandoning the naive notions of intelligent design and genius and for scientifically exploring the true origins of creative behavior.